Welcome back, guys. So we got a few things we're going to be taking a look at today. The GC Loader. Oh my God, I've fallen in love with this thing. I'm telling you. So we're going to be taking a look at this, testing it out a bit. Also, I'll show like a quick video. It's only a few minutes long because I sped it up of me installing this modification. So we're going to be taking a look at all that. Let me see who's here. I was just going to do just a straight up video on this, but I figured, you know what, I'm going to stream it because I got a chance right now. So that's what we're going to be doing. So really do appreciate all you guys showing up. I mean, but do got to say a big thanks to, I think you're in here, aren't you? Mark Bessert. He hooked it up on this GC Loader. I paid him for it, but I missed out on the order. And he got a little extra one, so he sent it my way, paid him for it, and damn, thank you, man. And he helped me out getting this thing set up too. I'm no dummy, but you know what? Like, it was something kind of new, so it was like, chatting back and forth with them, making sure got everything going. So thank you, Mark. Really do appreciate it. You know what's up, man. Really do. So let's go ahead and we're gonna mess with this in a moment. But let's go ahead and swap around, take a closer look at what we're dealing with here. So just real quick, we're going to take a look at the website. Let me see. Dwayne Hurst, what up, man? So Black Dog Technology website, I have a link in the description. If you're interested in this device for your GameCube, it replaces the disk drive. It's a fairly simple installation. Very novice level soldering skills will get the job done. I'm not the greatest at soldering. I'm going to show you this video in a moment of me doing the installation. Like I said, it's kind of sped up just so it's because it took me like maybe from taking it apart, getting this thing in there, getting it back together, maybe like 35 minutes. Like I said, I'm a novice. So here we go. Website's in the description if you're interested in this. According to him, I know he's on vacation right now, and he's going to be coming back toward the end of January, and he's going to have some news later this month on the stock and availability of these. So definitely sign up to be notified on his website. Follow him on Twitter. Keep up to date if you want to grab one of these. Because my God, for $80, around $90 shipped, whatever it is, wow. That's all I got to say is wow. Like, you don't have to worry about your discs. You could, I have two GameCubes, the one that was in the thumbnail, and then the one, the one in the thumbnail just looks prettier because the one that I installed it in is just a basic purple one. But man, if you have a failed disk drive or you just don't want to collect games or you just want to preserve stuff, this is the way to go. But here we go. Later this month, he's going to be talking about the availability again. Easily launch homebrew and your existing, library of games, right? Make sure you got these games. Rip them yourself, right? $80 is like a crazy good deal in my opinion, because you look at it like the GDMU and the Raya and all that, it's like 100 and something, and you got to wait forever to get it. And the availability kind of sucks compared to, this stuff, which right now it's not available, but it'll be back up there. Installation is fast and simple, does require basic soldering skills. And I'll say I'm a novice, and I pretty much handled it. Full audio streaming support. So this is the one thing that really pushes this above other solutions, is that if a game has, streams the audio, this handles that. You ain't got to worry about it. I know other solutions, and I'm not real big into everything, but I know other solutions has an issue with that. Swiss is supported, which is what we are using. Faster loading times compared to an original disk drive. That is awesome. Firmware updatable, and it's a simple firmware up. If you have to update the firmware, it's simple. You throw the file in the frickin' SD card, pop it in, power it on, and run the update, and that's it. And I think when I did the first update, it just popped up a screen like, okay, it's updated. Reset your system. Easy. Other things like to get updates going, it's kind of wonky. This was very simple, but tons of information here. FAT32 format, up to 1 terabyte or lower memory card. Place the ISO files on your memory card, called boot ISO. Now, if you use Swiss, you don't have to do that. If you use Swiss, you just have to take the Swiss file and name it boot.iso, or the ISO of Swiss. You have to name it boot, pop it on there, and then you can just throw all your games on there in ISO format. Really easy, really simple stuff. Like, I got the SD card set up pretty easily. Just took me a little while transferring some games over. I have a small memory card, so it was kind of like, let me pick and choose, because I'm going to get another SD card to get this set up. So it does support the latest version of Swiss, which actually I think is a higher version than this right now. Tons of information. Links in the description for this website if you're interested. Like I said, right now it is currently not available. But let's go ahead and take a look at my my little installation video. So, like I said, look, I've got a Weller soldering iron. I'm a novice, man. I'm a novice. So I did have his like video up. I had his video up so I could reference what he was doing to make sure I was doing everything all right, because I've never opened a GameCube before. So I just want to show this. Like I said, it's only a few minutes long since I kind of speed through it, but you take out the screws in the bottom, 4 screws, easy peasy, and then you can remove the shell. I took all the pieces from the bottom off. You didn't have to do that, but then you just remove the top shell, just slides right off. I'm not caffeinated. I'm actually dead ass tired, dude. I'm just trying to explain things here. Remove the controller interface. Pretty simple. And then the back plate, you got to pull that off. Weller's not bad. It's not, but for like a professional person, who's really into modding and stuff, they might use something else. But it did the job. Now you got to take all the screws off, remove the power supply, all that good stuff to get the disk drive off. I have a link in the description for all the equipment I use. This is a Shure SM7B that I'm using. But there you go. Just tons of screws, man. Tons of screws. Tons of screws. And then you do take the screws off of the heat sink, but I wouldn't remove the heat sink because it's pegged down to that bottom piece that you see on the bottom plastic. And here, the ribbon cable, you line it up. I'm just kind of, boom, soldering that on, man. Getting it in there. Simple stuff. Like I said, I did use No Clean Flux on there or whatever. Where the hell is it? I'll get a link to what I use. It's just a pen. It's on there, but it's No Clean, and I did get that on there before. And that's my soldering job. Not the best looking thing ever, but for a novice, I got that on there clean, and it works. So I'm not really tripping. So that's the extent of the work there. That bottom metal board right there, I kind of cleaned it up a little better later on, but you do have to kind of clip out a piece. I use those little green snippers and clipped out a piece of the metal there. Pretty simple stuff. Taking a break here and there to drink my Sprite Zero and whatever. But it was simple. Looks very simple. I haven't soldered anything in a while. And then you just screw everything in. Very simple. Like you see, I'm referencing his video. That's the way you got to do it, man. And then you just get all the screws back in. I don't know what I was adjusting the camera for there, but man. and that's like it. We'll let this finish up. Boom. I think I like put those screws in and you weren't supposed to at first. So I'm pretty sure I removed them. The ones on the side where the power supply goes. I was like, damn it. Why did I do that? I mean, if you do this, you'll see what you're supposed to do. You can't really mess it up as far as like putting the screws in there. Like those 2 side ones, you have to leave those off, then put the power supply in and then screw them in. Pretty simple. Like putting it back together. I'm always like, my motivation on doing any kind of mod work is like, I lose motivation because I always look at it like, how many freaking screws am I going to have to remove? How many pieces am I going to have to move around? That kind of thing. I get like, I lose motivation and I'm like, I don't want to do this. But the GameCube, like it was shockingly simple. Shockingly simple. There you go. Little sneak peek in there. I'm going to change the shell on this GameCube because it's got like a little, what you call it? Like, oops. it has like it's showing its age. Like this top, I've tried cleaning it the best I can, but I'm gonna get a I'm gonna get a replacement shell and change at least the top on this. I bought this GameCube just to put this in. I was like, because I have another GameCube, the one that's in the thumbnail, and I didn't want to change anything out on it. So um, I bought this one to do this mod on. But there's that. Very simple stuff. I almost went to my boy Dragon's Horde Gaming. I got to give him a shout out too, man. We're gonna jump into the GC Loader mod and check out some games, show everything working. I might paint it. That's a good idea, Diana. But we're gonna test out some games, check out the Game Boy interface, all that stuff, because you could load all that stuff up. What up, Smash JT? But if you're not comfortable doing these kind of mods, I just have to say I'm not paid by this guy or anything. But you know, I've had him do some mod work for me. I found him on eBay and I was just boom, submitted an order, sent him some stuff out. Dude does quality ass work. Even after I did my video of, I believe it was the DC HDMI, like Metal Jesus Rocks did a video after that using Dragon's Horde Gaming as well. Definitely recommend this guy. So if you do get something like this and you're not comfortable doing the soldering work, you can always go to him. He has an eBay store. He's on Twitter. Just search for Dragon's Horde Gaming. Just had to give him a shout out. Great dude. Like I said, I like giving people shout outs who deserve it. And this man deserves the business. So if you ever need him, boom, hit him up. So there we go. $80 when they're available. Let's go ahead and switch back on over to the GameCube. Hell yeah. So now that like most of my talking is, well, I'm still going to talk. We're going to chat it up. But now that we got all the formalities out of the way, showed my little video, I didn't put Cubivore on here yet. I'm working with very little, very little space. But I'll have links. I'll update the description to put links for the rest of this stuff in the description. But there we go. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. So we got Smash JT jumped up in here. Diana Hernandez, always a pleasure to see you join up. Appreciate you. Ghostly Wins. KBS. Johnny Chang. Cannot be retrobrated. There's some stuff I could do to this. I'll figure it out. Nuke China, really do appreciate all you guys. Juan Torres, what's up, you son bitch? Appreciate you too. And like I said, Mark Bessert. I always screw up people's names. Correct me if you so choose. But Mark, appreciate you snagging one of these for me. Really do appreciate it. So there was that. I paid him for it though. I'm not one of those like, hey, send me some free shit. It's nothing like that. I paid the man, but really do appreciate him grabbing one and getting me set up on this. So let's get this party started. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. I'm going to have to put on my headphones. There's that part of it, right? That's change the change my video source so I can actually see what we're doing. And there we go. And we are using the like my other GameCube has the GC video built into it. This one I am using the Eon GC HD Mark II. So there we go. Let's go ahead and jump into this, man. Choose F-Zero GX, pretty please. We might as I haven't played that game in ages, man. Ages. But here we go. If you set this card up, your SD card with Swiss, which it's just as simple as dropping the ISO onto the root of a FAT32 up to 1 terabyte SD card, naming the Swiss ISO boot.iso, and then just dropping your games on there. That's it. As simple as that, right? So I do have a handful of games, and I do have Game Boy interface, so we'll mess with Game Boy interface as well. I'm only working with 32 gigabytes at the moment. I'm going to upgrade it, but I did add some games that I was interested in, and then some games that some people recommended. But yeah, very, very easy mod, my friends. Very easy mod. I got to check out this Ribbit King. I saw John Riggs had recommended it. He said that's all you need. So it was like, all right, I guess I'm going to have to grab it. But there we go. These are the games that I currently have on here. Somebody said F-Zero, so let's go ahead and load that up. Hit an A. Let me see if it goes to a progressive scan. Fortunate to own most hard to find GameCube stuff. I have a little collection of GameCube stuff. A little bit, but not a ton. 54, yes. All right, let's get into this. Let me know how the game audio is. If it's too loud, too low, you know, I'll adjust it. You know, always ready to fix things for you guys. Delmar Alvarado, appreciate you stopping in. KBS Soldier Boy videos had me laughing so much. We need a new Ponzi scheme. I know, man. Hey, I had fun with the Soldier Boy stuff. That was just the way it was. Game data was saved. So there we go. I am using the Wavebird. I have a Wavebird clone that we're gonna take a look at in another video. But man, Keenan Williamson, I think your audio is balanced. Appreciate it. I try, man. Sometimes things don't work out that great. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna go to standard. It's been years since I've played this. I've played a bunch of other GameCube games, but I have not played this in years. So let's check it out. Like I said, I am using the GC HD Eon GC HD Mark II. F-Zero reboot. That's what we need, man. That's really what we need. Man, this looks clean too. Crystal Chronicles. You using an OSSC? No, I'm not. HDMI. Straight into the Mark II. Oh man, this is woo. Oh man. I forgot how freaking fast this game is. Holy crap. But man, I'm a big fan of these ODEs, optical drive emulators. Big time, man. Have one for my Saturn, my Dreamcast, and now the GameCube. And this one, out of everyone that I've used for other systems, this has been like the easiest one to get up and running. As far as the installation, yeah, it's a little more involved, but not crazily so. Oh man, gotta try to focus on this. I'm missing all like the boosts or whatever they are. Ow. The Wavebird clone, I haven't used it yet. It looks solid, but that doesn't mean anything, man. That doesn't mean a damn thing. But there's that. Should we continue or try something else? Yeah, I didn't do too well. Didn't do too well. Try the Game Boy interface. I have a Game Boy Advance EverDrive popped in, so we could test out a bunch of stuff. Later, Smash. Appreciate you stopping in. What will they think of next? All right, let's. I gotta try this next race here. Let's see if I got my bearings straight. And then we'll go back to the list. We'll mess with Game Boy interface. We'll mess with a few things. But there's been so much love for the GameCube, man, with the HDMI mods, the HDMI adapters, now the GC Loader. What we need is the Game Boy Player controller. We need a remake of that. I know you could just use the RoughNet adapters, which is what I do, but still, I think we need a solid remake of one of those. Make it wireless too. All right, I gotta focus here. Final lap. Oh snap. And these fools are snuck up right on my ass. Ah, third place. Ugh. A Hori remake would sell like nuts, man. I've been telling these guys, Retrobit, I mentioned it to Hypercam, I mentioned it to a bunch of people. Like, come on, guys, get us that Hori Game Boy Player pad. Oh yeah, Death Vortex. It's, yeah, the Game Boy Player. It's serviceable, but yeah, you really you really, oops, you really want to have some solid graphics with the Game Boy there, man. Hopefully I reset the system. Hopefully I don't lose, there we go. Does the Wavebird clone use rechargeable? I don't think so. I think it's like the same exact thing. We'll find out though. I'll do a video on that in the next couple days. Jay the Brain Man, appreciate you subscribing. Game Boy interface, screw it. Let's do it. I know there's tons of options here, but we're just gonna go for it. Let me blow it up to blow it up to 3x here. Yeah, we're in Game Boy interface right now. What do you want me to load up? I'm gonna do Zelda now. I'm gonna load up let's do Super Mario Advance first, and then we'll test a couple games. Look at how clean this is though, man. This is like way better than the standard Game Boy Player disc. 240p is a tad nicer than 480. We'll switch to that in a moment. I just want to test out some options, see what things look like. I haven't messed with this a ton, but what I have messed with, I've been like, man, I'm really digging this. But even at 480p, it looks good. But we'll switch it to 240 in a moment here. Alex V, what up? I was watching like speed runs of this, of like not this version, but the original NES version. And they would use Toad because he's fast. Because his ass is fast. That's the only thing. Like I gravitate when I play Game Boy games. On the Game Boy Player, I gravitate to using the little ass D-pad on the GameCube controller, and while it works, it's just too damn small. But it feels, for the most part, I guess, better to me than than using the analog, but now I'm using the analog, so I don't know. Ah, shit, and I just jumped in the hole. Yeah, the annoying voices. I usually go with Princess here, Peach. What up, Retro Mended? You just gonna get a hernia. Thank you. Can you use the Game Boy? Can you use the Game Boy Advance as a controller with this? You know what? I have the adapter. I don't know. I have the adapter to do that. I don't have any batteries for my Game Boy Advance. But I don't know. I'll have to test that out. Yeah, I don't know if it works, and I don't have batteries readily available to pop into my Game Boy Advance. Thank you. How many batteries does the Game Boy Advance use? Do I have batteries down here? No, because I put 2 in here. I have like 1 left. Yeah, the RAFnet adapter, I normally use that. Motorcycle, what up? Steal them from smoke alarms. Smoke alarms use D batteries, I think, or not D batteries. The hell are those ones? They use a different battery. They use the ones that, like, as a kid you would like stick your tongue on them to get a little shock. 9 volts. There you go. Oh, you son of a bitch. I can never get this bomb like straight. There we go. This is as far as you go. I gotta switch to the D-pad now. Take that. You know, playing this back in the day on the Game Boy Advance, like, I didn't realize how kind of how annoying the voices are. Mark, what's the most you've had in chat? What, people show up? Like over 1,000 once? And that was a long time ago. The previous record was like 800 and something. I did a Soulja Boy live stream of one of the consoles. That one had like well over 1,000 people show up. It's kind of nerve-wracking to have that many people in a chat. The last big one, I had over 800 people, and that was, I believe, for the Neo Geo Arcade Stick Pro. 1,000 soldiers in chat. Ah, shit. Whatever. Get out of here. Just what I needed. The Cool Baby Switch ripoff? No. Shut up. Okay, what else should we check out? Should we check out some more Game Boy Advance? We'll change it to 240p. Check out another game. But we still have some GameCube games we could check out as well. So just wanted to highlight, you know, what you could do with this combination. GC Loader with a Game Boy player with a HDMI mod or the Eon GC HD. Oops. Check out Super Street Fighter 2 Revival. This is as far as you go. Oh, oops. I was getting distracted by that heart that's up there. What up, Game Beaters? Appreciate you stopping in. OG Game Boy games. I don't know if I have my my EverDrive set up. I have Game Boy games, but I don't know what I have. Boom, 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 boom. I think Retromended, it's gonna be more readily available. If you check the website, he's gonna be announcing availability toward the end of this month. Smoke Monster Pack has Mario Advance patched without the annoying voices. I don't know, I never looked. I am using the Smoke Monster Pack. Not with all the extra add-ons, but like one of the latest packs, or at least from, oops, I just straight, whatever. Can't get up there, whatever. That was a waste. That was a waste. Yeah, we should have brought that all the way over here. That's like the warp to World 4, isn't it? If you bring the potion here, it's like not to World 4, is it? I don't know. It is a warp. Zelda Collector's Edition. Yeah, it's World 4. I said it's been a long time since I've played this too. I mean, I'll mess with this game occasionally, the original, but I never really like sit down and play it. Oh. Christopher Harris, what's up? But we're gonna go ahead and switch to something else. Let's go ahead and do that. Switch to another Game Boy Advance game real quick. A patch to add voices to Doki Doki Panic. I don't have any emulation. I'm not into emulating on consoles. For me, it's a waste. Like, I have so many other things to play, like NES, Super Nintendo games on. Street Fighter Anniversary for PS4. I don't have it on the PS4. Let's go to 240p. Oh, didn't load up. Lost the signal. Son of a bitch. Okay. Messing with those settings, sometimes I notice like I'll lose the signal. Probably can't capture 240. That's shit. I just spilled my beer a little bit. Fucking party foul. Damn. Just my luck. I wonder if you could see this rag on camera. Probably looks clear because it's green. Good thing I didn't get anything wet. I had a couple Switch games right there too. Whew. Lucky. It's always something, man. Always having something go awry. Trash in the place, man. Ghost rag. That kind of sounds a little odd. Now my table smells like beer. Son of a bitch. That's either a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. We get to decide. All right, so we're not going to mess with 240. Let's see if that loads up fine. There we go. Yeah, for capturing purposes, I just have to leave it as is, guys. I hope you understand, which is fine. What you sipping on? A Corona Premier. I know I was getting flack for that last stream, but come on, man. It's pretty good. Metroid Zero Mission. Do you guys want to see that? I mean, we can't really really play it, but I mean, we could show it. Show what it looks like on here. No lime again, man. No lime. I know I got my balls busted for no limes. We won't play this for too long. We're just checking it out. But looking great. Delmar, you have an old GameCube with a busted drive. This is definitely... And the thing is, it's reversible too. Like, you don't have to really trip. Like, if you do just want to throw one in there, you could always hold on to your disk drive. Emulation VR, F-Zero GX VR. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, you could always put the drive back in. I mean, you'd have to remove the mod, but you could always put it back in. Oh, I played the shit out of this when it came out. But I'm thinking this looks beautiful. Yeah, these games had me hooked, both Fusion and Zero Mission. I was stuck on these games. When are they going back in stock? If you check out, I have the link in my description. He said he's going to be announcing toward the end of the month availability, stuff like that, when it's going to go back into stock. Like he's pretty good at giving the heads up, like when things are coming out, or when things are going back into stock. Ah, whatever. Yeah, the crappy stock Game Boy player. Like, I was fine with that, but yeah, when you use Game Boy interface, it's like a whole new level. No, he's not like the GDMU guy. How does this compare to the Game Boy Advance Consolizer? I think I did a video on that a while back, but they're both great solutions, but this is cheaper to do than the Game Boy Advance Consolizer. I think the Game Boy Advance Consolizer is amazing. Did you do the install yourself? Yes, I did. In the beginning of the video, or the beginning of this stream, I showed a sped up video of me doing the install. It took me maybe like 35 minutes around that. The video that I played in the beginning, like it was cut and sped up. It was like about 3 or 4 minute long video. I'll probably play that again in a little while, just for people who came in later to see what the install entails. Because I'm a novice solderer, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm not that great at soldering, but very, very little experience. But it was pretty simple for me. It was not that bad. I'll show you the video again in a few minutes here for those who showed up late, just so you can kind of get an idea of what it entails. Yeah, my solder boy skills are not the greatest, but it was good enough to do this. Like I said earlier, my biggest thing is, like, I lose motivation to do these kind of things when I think about, man, how many screws do I got to take out? How many things do I got to move around and remove from a system? That kind of stuff. Like, is it going to be a bitch to put back together? That kind of thing. And like, I kind of delayed a little bit doing this from when I first got it. I was a little busy, but I find, like, I think I was also like, man, what am I going to be getting myself into? Is this going to be something? Is this going to be something where I start it and then, like, it takes so long, or I get frustrated and then I'm going to have to give up for a little while and then start again, type of thing? But that was not the case at all. That was not the case at all. Eclipse Gaming, what up, man? If I didn't say hi to you earlier, I apologize. My bad. We don't have, we can't get in there. YouTube just notified. Yeah, YouTube gets like, with stream notifications can be like a little wonky. Like, I get them like for other people who stream, like it'll be like 30 minutes into their stream. 30, 40 minutes, kind of like, you know, sometimes 15 minutes. It's just crazy. Like, I don't get the announcement right away. But there's a Metroid Zero mission here. Pretty awesome stuff. We'll go ahead and the Ultra Gamer 6000, what up? I'm doing good. We're gonna go ahead and switch to something else. Death Vortex, you got it right away. Some people do, some people don't. It can help if you hit that notification bell and select to be notified all the time. That helps me out a lot because, in all honesty, my views mostly come from people who just like stumble across my channel. Most of my views do not come from my subscribers. But yeah, somebody said earlier with the doing the mod work, like Flux is like, you know, your friend with this, and even with this, with the very little soldering you have to do, definitely is the case. The Mandalorian, thanks to you, my Sega Mini is hacked. Awesome. The controller I'm using is the Wavebird. Double Dragon Advance. Yeah, we'll jump into that, and then we'll go back into some what you call it, some GameCube. I think there's like presets too for Game Boy interface, like for the Kirby and stuff like that. Double Dragon Advance. There we go.
Death Vortex, I really do appreciate that, man. That helps me greatly. I don't sit here bugging like, hey, you know, I need your monies. I don't need anybody's money. I just need your views. You know what I mean? Help a brother out. Watching my videos. That's all I want. That's all my goal is. One dragon game, one player double dragon game. What is this? Double dragon game, dragon game. But yeah, it helps if you hit that notification bell to be notified. I don't understand what's the difference here. What's dragon game and double dragon game? I don't understand. OG Hugo, what up? They only let you have so many notification bells? That's crazy. I don't know if that's true or not, but it doesn't surprise me if it is. Yeah, but it says double dragon game, one player. Is that like you have both of them? Well, I'll just go to the single one then. Double dragon, you play with the CPU. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, you son of a bitch. I was not prepared. Oh, right on his... Oh, come on. See, I don't like using the R. The trigger to jump. I don't like that. I would definitely need to use the RAFnet adapter for this game. I have the one that I can use Wii controllers or the Wii connection, so I can use Super Nintendo controller from the SNES Classic. Get out of here with that. Whoop their asses. Oh shit. Oh, get the... Right in those... Oh shit. Damn. Got him. A Bobo smash. I don't like the way a Bobo looks in this. I don't like the way the Abobos look. Yeah. I'm a gamer forever. What up? Appreciate you stopping in. Oh, bastard. Yeah, I don't like the way it looks. I like the way they look on the NES. Playing Double Dragon Advance on the Game Boy player, using the GC Loader with the Game Boy interface. We're gonna switch to a GameCube game in a moment, though. Has anyone used NetPlay with RetroArt? I have not. Oh yeah, double barrel action. Oh, got him. So what's the point of this if say you have a backwards compatible Wii with component cables? I don't know, dude. Tell me. I have an HDMI modded Wii has the complete GameCube library and Wii library on hard drive. He looks like Bo Jackson. Oh shit. Hack-Chi, 100% for the Sega Genesis Mini. Somebody pointed it out. I know it's not the video for it, but somebody pointed out that doing Hack-Chi, it puts Mortal Kombat 2 on your system. Now, was that like a game that was hidden on the Genesis Mini, or is that something in the freaking code of Hack-Chi, because somebody pointed that out to me and said, hey, it's in your video too. Like Mortal Kombat 2 was on there and you didn't add it. And I was like, wait, what? So I went back and looked and I was like, sure as shit it was, but I didn't check to see if it plays though. I don't know if it plays, but I thought that was kind of strange. Somebody pointed that out in my comments and then I noticed it. It was on Hack-Chi, so they it was like a test game or something and they left it on there. I'll ring the bell if you make a Neo Geo Mr. setup video. I can't figure. I mean, I'll look at what it is you need. I know I've done a Neo Geo Mr. video, but I don't know like what it is that you need help with. But I you know, I'll look at it, but I'm not making any deals. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that. Well, if you do this, I'll do that thing. It's if I do it, I'll do it. I'll look and see what I did with that previous video, and if it can be expanded on, I'll do it. But yeah, I can't guarantee anything till I take a look at that video. All right, I'm kind of done with this game now. Interesting game, but I don't care that much right now. You can't play actual Game Boy carts on the Wii. You can emulate, but not carts. That is true. That's one of the biggest things. Denver Broncos fan, you watched my the Genesis Hack-Chi video twice. All right, GameCube. Should we a vote? Like, do we go back and watch the installation video real quick for the people who showed up a little later? And then we jump into a GameCube game, or do we jump into a GameCube game right now? We played F-Zero GX, awesome game, but up to you guys. Watch the installation video, like 3-minute video real quick, and then go back to this, or do this and jump into that later. Install video, jump into the games, man. The install. Oh, they can watch later. Yeah, you can game now. Ikaruga. Eternal Darkness. Ikaruga, Eternal Darkness. Install game. Okay, we'll do them both, but we'll do games first. Well, there's a lot. I don't know. I didn't count what everybody's saying, but people want the video. People want Ikaruga. People want Eternal Darkness. Let's watch the video. Play the games. It's all over the place, man. It's all. Let's get into that. We'll do the install video in a few minutes. We'll look at that again. I said it's just a short video since I sped it up. It's not a tutorial by any means. Beautiful Joe, I have to get that on my card. I got to get a bigger card probably tomorrow. I'm in love with this. I'm not even kidding. The GC Loader with the GameCube really like brings it out. Like, man, I don't have to mess around with discs. I don't know. We went into progressive scan. We're in where we should be. I think it switched to progressive, didn't it? Did I hit for it to switch to progressive? Let me double check. Yeah, it says 480i when we started it, but it should have switched to progressive. Hold on. Yeah, we went into the screen mode set to progressive. It does have progressive. We set it to progressive. It's in progressive. It's in progressive. I just double checked on the stream. It said 480i when we started the game, but we switched it to progressive once it started. Is the GC Loader better than the serial port thing? Yes, it is, and I do have both. This is your first time playing? That's not my first time playing. It's recommended you review your game settings. Would you like to go to your options page to adjust? No, let's just play. The Mandalorian, appreciate it.
Flesh.
Have you considered hacking a PS2 to play ROMs? I had, but I got rid of it.
Magical incantation.
I just wasn't playing the PS2. Retro reconfig. Appreciate you stopping in.
Before time, before humanity, I am Dr. Edward Roivas. I am a clinical psychologist. I am also dead. This is not my story, nor even the story
I remember
of the
this game
Roivas
being
family.
pretty trippy back
It is the story of humanity.
back in the day.
Like it or not, believe it or not, as you will. Your perceptions will not change reality, but simply color it. Humanity has been on the edge of extinction for 2 millennia, ignorant of so much and dependent on so few. The Guardians grow restless. Their time once again.
People sell fully loaded hacked 2 terabyte
Whether by
PS2s on
fate or
Etsy.
misfortune,
Yeah.
my family has crossed their path, and they didn't take kindly to it. Their attention turns to my granddaughter.
We are using Swiss to
She
to
is
load
the
our
last
games.
of my line, and
Saramaru,
the
what's
last
up, man?
hope for humanity.
I got a video coming up thanks to you with your little care package you sent, man. Appreciate that. Be giving you a little shout out. But if you guys, I was actually, man, I kind of, oh shit, like, I can't see. Maybe I should have adjusted my settings. Damn it, I forgot what I was gonna say. I just got like right into this game and I can't, it's so dark I can't see shit. I can't see anything. Holy crap.
Remember me, Alex.
Do I prefer HD TV over CRT for retro games? I personally do, but I get it for other people who don't. And I do have a CRT, but I prefer gaming on literally Eternal Darkness. Yeah, for real. I prefer gaming on modern TVs. It's just me.
Inspector LaGrasse of the Rhode Island Police. I'm sorry to disturb you, but there's been an accident with your grandfather.
I'll be on the next flight out.
You bought this game used from Blockbuster years ago. I know it's not exactly the same thing, but this game makes me want to play Indigo
Miss
Prophecy.
Roivas, I'm pleased to meet you. I trust
Indigo
you're a pleasant
Prophecy
trip?
was badass.
Yes, I suppose so, considering.
Yes, my condolences. This is most unpleasant.
CRT does have
It's a
its
shame
advantages,
we
but
need under brighter
you know, for
circumstances.
everyone, it's not necessarily going to be the
Can we get this
optimal
over
way
with,
to
please?
Of
to play
course.
because not everybody
This
has
way.
the space, not everybody wants
must
to
warn
has
you,
the desire.
it's
For
not
me,
a
I'm
pleasant
fine
sight.
using the TVs I got.
I'm afraid there's not much
Occasionally, I'll
to see.
play like NES or Genesis on CRT. Input lag is low on some TVs. For me, input lag's kind of an over brought up subject.
Miss Roivas is
OG Hugo,
that your grandfather, Edward.
do you believe in the saying emulation is like masturbation?
Yes,
It's not the real
it's
thing.
him.
No, I don't
He's
believe that.
wearing our family ring.
Yeah, the Saramaru care package. If you guys want to check out some
I don't understand. Why are you showing
some
me this?
awesome
Can't you
Japanese
check demo
gaming
records or
PC
something?
engine stuff,
What's
check
wrong
out
with you?
Saramaru. But I was gonna bring him up in a previous video I did, and I
I'm
freaking
sorry.
forgot, man. But
It's my
I have a whole
job,
video
lady.
dedicated
You're
to
the
him
only
coming up
living
pretty soon.
relative,
So
and no, we can't
there are very
check
small
demo records.
CRTs out there. Exactly. I mean,
There's no
that is
way.
true, and I have a
None
very
of this
small
makes
CRT,
sense.
but it still
No
takes
sign
up
of
space.
intrusion, and there was certainly a lot of force used here. I have never
But
seen
OG
anything like
Hugo,
this in my 20
the
years on the
emulation
force.
is not the real thing. I was
No
actually
evidence except
gonna
for
do
the
a
body.
video, like just a rant
What's
video,
left doesn't say much.
talking about emulation.
We don't have a single
And I may still do that.
Well, you better find
I may
out.
still do that. I don't think that at
I'm
all.
not leaving Rhode Island until you do. There must be
I got my
some clue in this
CRT
old
down the
mansion
street
revealing
from where I
what
live
happened.
at a
I want
like a
answers.
thrift shop.
So do I.
It was like $10, and it worked perfectly. Came with a remote and everything. It's not like the greatest CRT, but I don't even remember what brand it is. But it works, and it works well. Sound is the biggest disappointment on emulation. I mean, there's very capable emulators out there. It just depends what you're trying to emulate. See, look at how dark this is. Do we have options to like... Yeah, let's make this a little brighter. I can't see shit. Well, bumping up the brightness helped a little bit, but not like a lot. Man, this game, the ambient noise, like... Oh, that's how you run. That 3D voxel emulator, yeah, it looks pretty cool. OG Hugo, having thousands of games on an SD card, I definitely agree with that. I cannot focus. And I've brought that up. I did a video a long time ago talking about that, about having access to, man, why did I do that? Having access to everything. And it's like Netflix. How many of you guys have Netflix and spend more time looking through Netflix to find something to watch, right? That's the way I feel about having things overloaded with shit. That's why, like, everything I have, like my Rhea, my GDMU, and including the GameCube GC Loader, I'm only going to put the games I have interest in. I'm not going to put the full collections. My EverDrives, on the other hand, yes, I have, like, everything. But I also own cartridges, games, of all the stuff I really want to play. So I'll play that. I use my EverDrives and flash carts for testing purposes, mostly. But as far as emulation goes, I always found like with RetroPie builds and stuff like that, for me, I liked focused builds. Like where you only had what you wanted to play on it. Like I did an arcade only build, and I hand selected stuff that I was interested in. It still had more games than you would ever want to play, but it was like not like 30,000 games. You know what I mean? It was a few hundred. Same thing with my PlayStation builds for the for the RetroPie. They were focused for me, and I love focused stuff like that. So with emulation, you can get spoiled and like have too much to mess with, and for me, that's an issue. But just don't load up all the games. You know what I mean? Or like, or try, like, I don't have the willpower to be focused when I have too much to select from. But yeah, getting overloaded on choice is, for me, it's not a good thing, and I try to limit that. I try to limit that as best I can. Curated collections. Eventually, I'll probably do the same thing with the Smoke Monster packs. I have them all backed up anyway, but as far as like putting stuff on my, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now, but as far as putting stuff on my, SD cards for all that, I may curate my list, slim them down to just stuff I want. I did do that for my Nintendo 64 EverDrive, but I haven't done that for everything else as of yet. Just play your games alphabetically. Just go through the list, man. You might find some cool stuff. I don't distribute ROMs, man. I can't. People ask me for like the packs and stuff all the time. They're not mine to give away. And I can't distribute stuff like that. I mean, I know it's unfortunate, but it's just the way it is. All right, it's been such a long time since I've played this game. What am I supposed to do? That's why I'm not a huge game collector either, is because like I don't want stuff I'm not gonna play. I don't want stuff just sitting on a shelf. More power to people who do, but for me, I just like owning what I want to play. And occasionally I do have to slim some stuff down, but like I don't have a ton of physical games. One terabyte. Max is 1 terabyte right now. You can use 1 terabyte on this. Maybe we got to go this way. Or not. Some people look at it as an investment. To me, I don't look at game collecting as an investment unless like some extremely rare stuff. Not everything's guaranteed to increase in value. But for people who do, more power to them. I don't care. Set the clock. Where's the clock? No, I don't. I mean, I probably have a decent collection, but it's not a crazy collection. That's not the clock. I know it's not the clock, but I just wanted to fuck with it, man. All right, I exited the room. Now where? What's the next step, bro? 01000010. Go forward. Gotcha. You got to guide me, man. I wasn't paying attention to anything that was said in this game. All right, I'm still going forward. Go left. Which left? Her left or our left? Who's left? I don't know what you're saying. Who's left? Smoke Monster, what's up? Is this Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Oh, the clock over there. Well, when you say left, I'm like, is it my left or is it her left? Like, which left are you talking about? Okay, I can't move it. What am I supposed to do, brah? Oh, there we go. I was like, I couldn't figure it out. I didn't know what I was doing. You said 3, there we go. This is Eternal Darkness. All right, where am I going now? Look at how she's like, looks up. She's like, what are you looking at? This game is too complex. Smoke Monster, everybody's been talking about you for a minute here. For those of you who like constantly ask about the Smoke Monster pack, that's Smoke Monster. I think some people are just like, where she looks is a clue when you get lost. Oh, but there's Smoke Monster. He's the man. Oh, we got GameCube support. 01000001. Where are we supposed to go? Smoke Monster, we got a GameCube core coming. We got a GameCube court coming to Mister. That'd be a long way off. Oh my god. Start with the Nintendo 64. There you go. And use that telescope. Oh, that noise. Where's the office at? I keep looking at the chat, man. Oh. Oh, this way? There we go. Appreciate the help. Then that noise, like right in my left ear. Right in my left ear hole. Oh, we gotta inspect this. Yes, let's read it. Let's get this very non-crisp cutscene. Omnislash, appreciate it, man. Appreciate you stopping
I had
in.
no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. How the knowledge changed me, it will also change you.
The
As
Necronomicon.
you read this,
That's right.
You will come to learn fear as I have. You too. will
How's
come to
compatibility on the
understand
GC Loader? Everything I've
or you will
used.
perish.
I'm looking at the chat while you're looking at them
I could
polygon
not see
titties. That's
beyond
right,
the
man.
veil of our reality. To see those
Is M Classic
well behind.
recommendable for Wii Dual and GC?
My life now has purpose.
Soul Sword Strike.
For I have
It
learned the
can
frailty
do
of
something,
flesh.
but it's,
and
in my opinion, it's
I was once.
not really worth the price of admission, man.
Where is Quies Candamast? Where is Conservandi?
You'll see some like if you really look, if you like really look, you'll get you'll get some improvements, but they're not that drastic. Shane Lynch, I want an ODE on the PSX instead of PSIO. I do too. I got rid of my PSIO. I was done with it.
Do you believe that it really exists, Centurion?
I do not doubt our Emperor's beliefs or his orders.
Heart of Darkness? No, I've
We
not
are to
played that.
retrieve the artifact.
But man, Shane, you're on to
Be
something.
strong.
Let's find somebody to develop us a ODE for the PlayStation 1. I used the PSIO and I couldn't stand it, man. It's not as compatible as they claimed it to be. It's just like, Randy Wilson, you just sent a request. Somebody will take care of that as long as you answered the questions. You know what I'm saying? This derpy looking mofo. Does this play nice with the Carby? Yes, it does. I believe I'm using the Eon GCHD Mark II. But Mark Bessert, I believe, is using the Carby. He's still here, he could tell you. But you'll have no issues with that. Yeah, works perfectly. There you go. Garfield has an ODE. Alright, should we switch? I mean, we've seen this game. It's cool, but should we switch it up? Try something else. Try something else. Switch it up. It's time to switch it up. Joe G, appreciate it, man. It's more so the people who help running it and the members themselves that make the group good. Pepsi Conk, get this man some soldier pods. You're funny, dude. Appreciate that. Really do. Wave Race. Did I put Wave Race on here? Let's go ahead and swap it up. Mario Sunshine's like one of those games takes a moment to get it going, but we could check it out. Okay. These are the games I currently have on here. Wave Race is an excellent game. Did I put Wave Race on here? Yeah, I did. Blue Storm. These are the games I currently have on here right now. Wave Race, Simpsons Hit and Run, Zelda, Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Collector's Edition. Didn't I put whatever. Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Master Quest. Okay, I got to rename that to The Legend of Zelda. Mario Kart's on here. Ikaruga, F-Zero, and Eternal Darkness. I got to get another memory card. Start putting some games, man. Soul Calibur 2. Yeah, that's one I should. And the Midway Arcade Treasures, whatever it's called. The one that has the racing games on it. I got to put that on here. Monkey Ball 1. I got to put that as well. Ikaruga. Somebody, I think Diana asked check out Ikaruga earlier. Heart of Darkness. See, we changed it to progressive scan now, so we're good. When are you going to sell Madlittlepixel t-shirts? I don't know, man. I'm not like the biggest person on the merch. Put some Mario Kart. We'll check out Mario Kart next. Check out a couple games here. Do some Wind Waker. Yeah, the Midway Arcade Treasures. Which one is the one that has the racers on it? Is it 3? Christian Cortez, appreciate the subscription. All right, let's see what we can do. This is looking pretty crispy. Yeah, Ikaruga's freaking badass. Oh, shit. Ah. T-shirts. I'll look at T-shirts, man, but like, I don't know. I'm not a designer, so. Oh my god. Dreamcast Mini. I don't think so either. Isn't this game on the Switch eShop? I think it might be. Oh, shit. Ah. Yeah, Ikaruga's on everything nowadays. Ooh. .360 version of this is great, yeah. Rank C because I suck. Why was I scared to go into the fire there? Whew. Oh shit. I didn't wait for the door to open. What a dumbass. Oh shit, I'm screwing up royally. Sonic Adventure Battle 2. Yeah, I'll load that up right now. Oh my god. Whew. Okay. We're gonna load something else up. Then we'll take a look at the quick install video too in a moment after this. Dononpachi, yes. Good game. What was it, Sonic? Let's load that up. Take a look at Wind Waker. We'll look at Wind Waker as well in a moment. Motorcycle, I would imagine so. Sora 6645, no problem. Wind Waker is a great looking game. It sure is. Not my favorite Zelda game. All right, let's just get into it. Let's play a little bit of this.
File select. Story select.
Sigma Alpha 2 heading due south over the city. We're en route. Everything's a go.
This is Control Tower. We have you on
Updated
radar.
versions of 1943 and Sky Shark. That could be interesting.
Over.
But the classics are still, you know, classic.
Cargo secured on board and what?
What games are notoriously incompatible with this so far? I'm not even 100%. I'm sure there's been some, like, reported problems, but I haven't had any yet. I haven't really heard of too many people having issues. I mean, not a ton of people have these in their hands yet. But it seems like they're, you know, working on the, you know, making sure everything is smooth. Well, no, I didn't load Game Boy Advance games through an SD card. I used the Game Boy player. This is using real hardware, yes.
Attention all units.
Oh my God.
Heading south on all major roads to capture the suspect.
Okay. Oh shit. Let's go. Sonic Top Skater. Really? What's the best way to play Sega CD games? On a Sega CD, maybe? I don't know. The Mega SD. It's my preferred way as of late. There we go. Oh shit. Oh. Ouch. Oh my God. Go. Shit. Whatever happened to the Poly Mega? I don't know. We went on a long ass rant about that in my last stream. It's coming soon, but yeah, we'll see. Huh. There we go. Whatever happened to the Atari VCS? Jackie Chan Stuntmaster? No, I have not. Charles Doty, really do appreciate that, man. Thank you. trying to grind these rails, man. $20 coins. What? There we go. Oh shit. I like stopped to look at the chat for a second. I stopped running. It's like Pepsi Man, but it's a big ass truck instead of a giant Pepsi can. .007 or what else was there? Like Splinter Cell, I think. There's another one of them. There's a few games you can use. Animal Crossing, I think. But Animal Crossing's a bitch to get the game started. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
No, it's just like loading up off of the memory card.
Huh. No problem.
Did you ever play Resident Evil 2 Remake? I bought it during Black Friday, but I didn't play it yet.
This game of tag is boring.
I'm out of here.
Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay, bring it on.
Paul Howard waiting for those Mr. parts to show up. Mr. is definitely a game changer. A lot of fun. Oops. Alright, we gotta wait for our opportunity to hit him, I guess, alright? Shit, we got no rings. I have enough components to make 2 Mr. setups, but I only have I mean, as far as like an expanded Mr. setup, but I only have 1 DE10 Nano. But I have extra components if I ever wanted to like do a more expanded second build. But it's unnecessary, I only need 1. Electron Ash is investigating adding real-time clock support to the Game Boy Advance. That's awesome. The Ultra Gamer 6000, do appreciate you stopping in, man. Have a good one. I got killed.
Spider Troop Bigfoot reporting to
Damn.
headquarters. Intruder has been located.
Copy that.
All right, we're gonna switch it up. I'm kind of done with Sonic for now. Man, I love the Wavebird. What's next on the list? What else do you guys... We're not like really focused on beating games tonight, obviously. Just playing some games, man. Mario Kart, Mario Sunshine. Mario Sunshine takes a bit to get into the game, but Dave Page, appreciate you stopping in. What should we jump into? All right, we'll do Mario Kart. Doom 64, Mario Combat. There you go. Jackie Chan Stuntmaster PS1. He dubbed his own voice. I'm gonna have to check that out. What is Ribbit King? Ribbit King was a game I saw John Riggs said to load up on this thing. Looked like it was like a golf game or something, but like more to it than that. Seemed kind of strange. Had weird story, kind of quirky. Yeah, let's just do that combination. I don't have Beautiful Joe on here yet. Sora6645, really do appreciate that. We're gonna stream just for a little bit longer. Oops. Just a little bit longer. Maybe 15-20 minutes. Keenan Williamson, appreciate it. Oh shit. Oh man, there's so much crap right there. Metroid Prime, I played the first one, but I never really got crazy into them. I like the classic Metroid games, but when they eventually re-release them on the Switch, I'll play them again, give them another shot. I might just play it on here again. I'll probably load them up. I never beat any of them. Remake them with modern controls, yeah. Would you do a stream with review tech? Yeah, I would. Oh, barely. Barely. We did it. Almost played yourself, yeah. Yasmin Zero Best Buy gift card? What? $50cc is for kids, but you gotta complete all the circuits, man. You gotta complete all the engine size, everything. You gotta do everything, man. Whenever I've gotten a new Mario Kart game, I've always started out. I know 50cc is slow, but I always start out with 50cc and just move up the line. It's like I wouldn't want to like go back to 50cc. Yeah, just like Shane Lynch said, I'd rather get a 50cc out of the way. I know I'm not like playing this to like really play it, just more testing stuff out, but just out of habit. Get your ass back up there, baby Mario. Play some Dance Dance. Oh shit. Throwing them back at me. James, what up? I'm looking at the chat now, man. The BSNES widescreen looks awesome. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yasmin, I check my P.O. box like once a week. I have to go there tomorrow. I'm the wiener. Try Melee next. Let's do it. We got like 15 minutes left. Let's do it. Baby Park on 150cc with 4 players is insanity. Appreciate that, Yasmin. I'll check it out. If you sent me a letter, I typically write people back. I had one guy from the UK writing me letters like every few months, but his address, like the way he wrote it on there, I could never like, I couldn't get it to like where it was recognizable. I don't have Need for Speed on here, man. Do you have Wario Land? On the Game Boy. Yeah. Otero Studios. Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Motorcycle Pen Pals. I've had a couple people who would write me quite often. They would send letters and like stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Sesame Street Fighter. I'm not the biggest Smash player out there, so for those of you who are like huge into this game, like cut me some slack, you know what I'm saying? Got him. So many good GameCube games, so it'd be great on the Switch. Yeah. Joe G, switch it up. Alright, we're gonna do this match and I'm gonna switch it up. Oh, come on, man. Game. Got him. Otero, gotta send you a sketch card. Any character you're digging to get drawn for you. Like Cecil from Final Fantasy 2 or 4, whatever you want to call it. Always love stuff like that, but Yeah, like any of the early Final Fantasy characters, pretty cool, man. If you wanted to do something like that, that's cool. I had somebody, they did God, man, I can't remember the person's name. It's been such a long time. They did like this wood panel and they burned my logo into it. It looks pretty dope. I have it in the corner over there. I've had it in a couple videos. Let's see what else. Yasmin, I appreciate that. You don't have to send stuff like that. I mean, a letter's cool. I do really appreciate letters, but thank you. Do appreciate that. Oh, somebody wanted to see Wave Race. Let's jump into that real quick. Golden Sun HD for the Switch. That would be dope. I was waiting for that progressive scan thing to come up. I was addicted to Golden Sun. Awesome game. I'm ready. They should do a wave race with Mario characters. That would be kind of cool.
Welcome to Dolphin Park.
Cabos
This is Dave
Harakiri, appreciate it, from Australia.
Hey, Akari, this is Kyoko. Listen,
If you like Golden Sun, try Bravely Default. I think I like Golden Sun better than Bravely Default.
have fun out there, girl. Hey, Akari, hit the gas just as the light goes green and you'll have full power.
3, 2, 1, go!
You just turned the turbo.
I like Bravely Default, but I think I like the Golden Sun games better.
Look out, someone's about to pass you. You're about 1 second ahead.
Oh shit. Man, Wave Race on the Nintendo 64. I would just race around Dolphin Park on like the practice thing. Just like astonished at the water back in the day. Like I was like, oh my god. Looks amazing.
I'm Aladdin. Time to shine.
I wish there was a speaking of 3DS, I wish there was a more current method of modding like a 3DS for HDMI output, since the Katsu Kitty stuff is no longer available. And I think the Loopy, whatever it was called, like never like supported the newer stuff.
Good run. You'll take first next time.
That's what I really want, is a freaking consoleized 3DS. The Katsu Kitty was like a mod for the 3DS to output through HDMI to capture footage. Like if I had an easy way, not like hacking the system or doing the homebrew stuff and streaming the footage, like that's kind of doesn't always work out. I want like a real like consoleized 3DS of sorts. If I had a consoleized 3DS, I'd be playing that on streams all the time. I have like a ton of 3DS games. So there was that. We're about to end it, so I'm gonna switch back to the video real quick for the people who didn't get a chance to see earlier. Just real quick. for the GC loader. So we're wrapping it up. If you already watched this part earlier, we're pretty much done. But so the GC loader, links in the description. He says later on this month he's going to have an announcement on stock status and availability. They're not available right now. They sold out. I think the couple batches that he had. But this thing is pretty awesome. Easily launch homebrew in your existing library of games. You can use Swiss, Game Boy interface, all that stuff, and everything loads extremely fast and well. As you guys have seen through this couple-hour stream, installation is fast and simple, but does require basic soldering skills. And that's what I'm going to show in a second. I'm a novice, and I handled this. Full audio streaming support, that is great, because not every solution out there has audio streaming support for GameCube to load stuff up, but this does. So it's $80, close to like $90 with shipping when they do go up. So keep tabs on this. Get notified when it's in stock. Check out the website, all that good stuff. A ton of information down here. FAT32 format on your SD card up to 1 terabyte, so you can fit a ton of games. You're good to go with that. But tons of information. We're not going to go over all that. We're going to take a quick look back at my little installation video. This is sped up, but it took me maybe about 35 minutes to do this. Very simple process. And like I said a couple times here, like I never want to mod my systems because I don't think I have like the skills that it takes, but I heard this was so simple, but I always get like kind of off put, like how many screws do I got to take out? How many components do I got to take out that I got to figure how to put back together? But the GameCube's very simple. Very simple. But there you go. You take the what was it, 4 screws from the bottom. Then you detach the controller interface. Pretty simple. And then the back little cover plate for the ports. Then you just take out the screws, couple screws to get out the power supply, and then you get the rest of them around that metal cage all the way around. There's a good handful of them, but boom. Simple. And then from here, once you get all that stuff out, remove the disk drive. And you do have to come back to the disk drive, though, because you need that metal plate. You use Sprite Zero for flux. No, I have a no clean flux pen. I had it on the side there. I did use it. I think I cut out like when I put it on there, but I did use it. You line up the ribbon cable. You see the cap for the no clean flux, that little black cap on the upper, like by my hand. Then I just solder all the points on there. That's the only soldering you got to do. It's a good little handful of points. Boom. But Sprite Zero for flux. I don't know if that'll work, man. It's just those grounds, those big ones. Like you got to have some good heat. But there's close up, not the greatest soldering work ever, but I didn't bridge anything. Everything's on there solid, and it worked. So there you go. In this part, like the cage that the drive was on, you have to clip out like a piece of it. I kind of fixed it up later, but I use those little clippers to cut a piece out just where the flex cable comes out. That's it. Screw everything back in there. Yeah, that was the bottom cage where the ribbon cable. This is the disk drive, so you have to remove the screws to get the disk drive off. And then I just attached it. I was watching his installation video as a reference, as you see there. Definitely had to keep tabs on that. And you just screw the thing in. Screw it in. Don't know why I was messing with the camera there, but fidgeted it around a little bit. Screwing everything back in. I think the one part I mentioned it earlier, the screws on the side you're not supposed to put in yet until you put the power supply back in where that cable is. So I had to remove those 2 screws on the side, but you can't mess it up because if you try to put it on, you'll be like, oh crap, I put the screws on. Just the 3 in the middle, then you put the power supply back on, then the 2 screws on the side. No, I didn't do any upgrades or anything. This was just like kind of a crap GameCube I did this to. Thinking about doing a bunch of other stuff later on. So there's all that. Get everything back together. Very, 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 like I said, it took me, and I've never opened a GameCube before. and even when you take this apart, you didn't need to take those little bottom things off. That's just what I did. But I've never taken a GameCube apart before, but it took, if I had, I probably wouldn't have taken as long as I did, but it only took me about 35 minutes to get everything done, get it put back together and ready to go. So there was that. Pretty simple, easy mod to do. I'm not the person to recommend soldering irons because I'm not big into it. I just had that Weller, which works for my purposes. But for something like that, you don't need anything crazy. I did clean out that GameCube. It's not really grimy. It's just the top plastic is aged, but I did clean the whole thing up. I cleaned the whole thing up. So that was, it looks clean. It's just the top plastic is kind of aged a little bit. It's kind of like, kind of has a little bit of aging to the top plastic here, but everything else, like the back panel looks good. It's not the greatest condition GameCube. I'm actually gonna keep an eye out for a replacement shell for this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and change that out. But I bought this the other week at Lost Levels in Fullerton, California, because I was like, man, I'm not putting this mod in my my Spice Orange GameCube, because that GameCube, it's region modded and it has the GC Video HDMI mod done. So I didn't want to risk messing that up. So I didn't want to do it to that. So that's why I bought this spare one, reasonable price, just to get this done. Because I thought I had another GameCube. I don't know what I ever did to it. Motorcycle, yes, I am in California. And if I mentioned this earlier, I'm not sponsored by anybody that I'm talking about here. But like with the little video I showed of me doing that work, I'm a novice. I'm a beginner. I handled it. But if you do get one of these and it's out of the realm of either you don't have the equipment to do it, you don't want to buy flux, you don't want to buy solder, you don't want to get a soldering iron, you're not like equipped to do it, and you just want somebody else to do it, I highly recommend Dragon's Horde Gaming. I'm not paid by this dude in any way. It's just I discovered him on eBay, had him hook up my Dreamcast, and I did a video on that, and I was just blown away. Like, he does clean ass work. And after I did that video and used him, Metal Jesus Rocks went to him and had him do a Dreamcast as well. So the word was getting out there. This guy does great work. DragonsHordeGaming.com. He also has an eBay shop. So, I mean, I'm just recommending him because he's done work for me, and he does excellent ass work. He's done my Dreamcast and my Wii. So just recommending him. Check him out if you ever need it. Motorcycle, the good part or the bad part of California? I'm toward Palm Springs. He does high def NESs, and he has the kits for them. You just have to check him out, but he didn't do my high def NES. He's only done those couple, but he did like great work. So I have a couple other things I'm going to hit him up on at some point, but I almost was going to have him do this, but I was like, nah, like, I think I can handle it. I've got a soldering iron. Let me watch the tutorial video that he has listed down here, the installation video. So I watched the installation video, and as you've seen, I had this up on my phone while I was doing it as a reference, Citrus 3000 PSI. So I watched his installation for it, and boom. So after I watched this completely, and I was like, okay, this doesn't seem too crazy. It wasn't too damn crazy. So I went through it and then was like, let me get set up, and just did it. So very simple mod. I was like, I can do this, man. I can do this. G Dilla, I'm gonna have to sit down with you one day and mod one of them. Man, you gotta come by, G Dilla. When is the GC Loader video going live? This is the GC Loader video, essentially. Essentially, I was like, you know what? Like, to film everything that I was gonna do and edit it and just try to think of what to say, I was like, I'm just gonna do this shit. Like, I'm just gonna do it live. Fuck it, let's do it live. So that's what we did. We just did it live. showing my installation that I did, showed it a couple times in the beginning, the end of the stream, tested out Game Boy interface, bunch of games. Depending on how this video does, I might do a separate video, but because normally streams don't really build the channel, you know what I mean? Like as far as like viewers, like people don't really watch like these long ass streams when they're uploaded on the channel. So I may do a condensed version and show some stuff. Future mod shop. Shane Lynch, I wish, man. I've done very little soldering in the past. I did do a S-Video mod for Super Nintendo Junior. I had a busted PS1 that I soldered all the controller pins to a USB adapter and set it up with a Pi and all that. But I have very little experience. I want to get one, but I heard multi-disc ain't supported. It is supported now, from what I understand. One of the most recent update. Or the most recent upgrade. Upgrades, everything. Swiss, the GC Loader firmware. You just get all the latest stuff and you're good to go. So we're going to end it in a couple minutes. I'm just going to pay attention to the chat. See if you guys got anything profound to say. A real man does his own mods. I understand people who don't. Like, I haven't done every mod that I have because I'm just like, I don't know. I lack the skill, but you don't get the skill until you just start doing it, right? You gotta get practice. And like, I don't want to practice on things that like cost a lot of money. You know what I mean? That's why like I really like focused on watching the installation video from him on that to make sure, okay, yeah, I can do this. So what does and what does not work with it? I don't know what doesn't work with it right now because everything that I have used has worked fine. He states right here, capabilities or compatibilities. I would imagine many titles have been tested, but there might be some issues that still exist that we have not found. The firmware is easily updated, so if there are any problems, they will be fixed. We expect and strive for 100% compatibility. I did the jail bar fix for my Neo Geo AES. I did that myself. But that's the expectation, to reach 100% compatibility. I haven't had any issues. I haven't heard of a ton of issues. But there we go. Mark has he's tested this quite a bit more than I have, and he's saying he hasn't had any issues. So that's good. Yeah, the SD2 SP2 card does not support audio streams. This does, so that's a big plus. Big plus. Full audio streaming support. Afraid of busting your stuff. Yeah, Mark, that's how I feel, man. That's why I didn't do any of the bigger stuff. I had other people do them. I was like, I don't want to screw this up, man. I don't got the skill. Maybe one day I will, but I don't have it right now. So that's why I had like the HDMI mod for the Wii done by Dragon Sword Gaming, the Dreamcast, all that stuff. I could put in a GDMU, no problem, but nothing else. What's the best way to emulate GameCube games? Hacking a Wii. Hacking a Wii is one way, but that's, not like it's not like emulating it. Or use Dolphin with a capable PC. Wii U hack for GameCube. That's another option there. Has HDMI. You don't got to worry about the HDMI. You're just good to go. That's a good thing, right? I don't have a Wii U, so that's why I went the Wii route, which is kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass. The Game Boy Advance consolizer took you a half a day to do. Damn. That's crazy. It's a lot of work. Wii U are super cheap now. Yeah, they are. Its value is crashing hard. Wouldn't an NVIDIA Shield TV be good for GameCube emulation? I think. I haven't really looked too much into the NVIDIA Shield. I bought one, then I just never used it. Another 2 days to troubleshoot. Damn. It's a lot of work. Do you need the tablet for the Wii U? Yeah, you do. That's the only challenge. Prices are cheap for Wii U's, but you got to find one that the tablet's not like all janked up. Some people get real lucky. I've seen people buy them from GameStop online and wind up getting like practically new Wii U tablets, but it's kind of the luck of the draw with those things. A lot of people like me, when I got the Wii U when it came out, I got a screen protector for that bish. Like anything that's got a screen, I put a screen protector on it. Because, man, I've seen people like, dude, they just tear them up, especially when kids had a hold of them. I think even if Smoke Monster is still here, I don't know. I think I saw he got a Wii U that was in like pristine. The tablet was in like pristine condition. I've seen a few people get Wii U's and got like real lucky and got like practically new units. It's like, man, if you're buying one used, it's gotta be from somebody who really took care of their shit, man. Love my screen protectors. I put screen protectors on everything. Everything that has a screen gets a screen protector. I know I've done like videos in the past talking about like accessories, and I get people like that is the stupidest thing ever, buying like accessories for a console or whatever, like the Switch Lite. Like, of course, I'm gonna get a carrying case and I'm gonna get a freaking screen protector, man. Like always, tempered glass screen protectors. Like ever since tempered glass screen protectors came out, that's the way to do it, man. And that's what I go for. If there's a tempered glass screen protector, that's what I'm getting. But I remember I had somebody like busting my balls, like, this is the dumbest thing ever. It's just a big like business scam and blah, blah, blah. They make it so you don't have to buy the stuff. It's just extra protection, man. Next video on your setup. What do you mean? What setup? Next video, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, man. The Switch is a must. For me, anything with a screen is a must, man. My cell phone, except for my TV. I don't have a screen protector on my TV. Beneficial Massive, man. What's up, dude? How you doing, bro? How you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I've got a lot of stuff coming up for videos, but lately it's been a little tough. And like in the I do this as business. I love what I do, but it is my job. And like in the beginning of the year, man, after the October, November, December, ad revenue just plummets. Like the view, like, man, it's horrible. So for me, it's like the motivation kind of slips a little bit to like get like multiple videos done, but I'm just like, you know what? I got to pick it up, man. Like just get stuff done, but I don't want to like just half-ass videos. Like that's why you don't see me do, I don't comment on news all the time. Like nothing against people who, you know, post videos and just like, you know, talk about news. But for me, I like doing stuff like that, but it has to really interest me. Like I can't do product reviews all the time. And that's kind of part of it too, is like, product reviews kind of slip away a little bit during this time of year because, you know, everything comes out like toward the end of the year for the holidays. So for me, it's like product reviews kind of go down a little bit. So I have to come up with other things. So it's not that I lose motivation, but it's like, man, what do I do videos on? So I'm always like trying to trying to figure out different things to do. But as far as like news stuff, like I know I've done news stories, but it has to be something that really interests me. I'm not just going to go on a website and see like whatever the latest Switch news is and then comment on it because I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I didn't care about whatever Nintendo Direct with the Smash fighters that I didn't care. So I'm not going to do a video on it. Like, if I did a video on like every single damn thing that happens in video game news, like you would be able to tell like this guy doesn't really give a shit about what he's talking about. So that's why I don't do that stuff, man. It's got to like really interest me. Make fun of stuff. I make fun of stuff every once in a while. I used to like cruise Kickstarters. I know other people do the same thing, but I used to like cruise. If you ever do a hidden gem, I'm out. I wouldn't do nothing like that. Maybe it could be like something like, hey, I think this is a game people haven't heard about, but I think it's good. But I wouldn't do a specific like, oh, these are the top 5 hidden gems. Like I wouldn't do that stuff. But yeah, I used to like cruise like Kickstarter and Indiegogo to see if I would find anything ridiculous to comment on. But half the time it's just like, funny. I won't do video game pickup videos. Not my style. Like I'm not really into the game pickup videos. That's the one thing. Like I people who start out on YouTube and like they start out doing game pickup videos or game room tours, I think it's like one of the worst ways to start a YouTube channel because it's you got to build an audience, and you don't build an audience saying, "Hey, these are the games that I picked up." Like to me, like some people can do that, but not everybody. It's kind of like a needle in the haystack to grow a channel doing pickup videos. Like you have to have already been like established, I think, to start doing pickup videos or kind of sprinkling them in or shift to that kind of content. But I never wanted to do pickup videos because I just like, why would anybody care what I bought? Like, I know I've done stuff kind of like that, but I just never wanted to focus on stuff like that. Like, these are the games I got this week, or these are the, you know, it's just weird to me. So, I mean, yeah, I just never did that kind of thing. Yeah, need some clout before you start throwing around weight. And like, I mean, that's true, but for me as well, it's like, if I do stuff like that, that's like sprinkled, like it would be sprinkled in. It's not like something that every 2 days or 3 days I would do a video like that. That'd be something like rare for me to do, just because it's not something I'm like crazy into. Does YouTube pay you once a month? Yeah, it's once a month through AdSense. I get paid through AdSense for both YouTube and the few pennies that my my website makes. Do you do the whole Retro Expo thing? I do not. But I have. I think I've been invited to SoCal Gaming Expo this year, so most likely I'm going to go out to there. But as far as like retro game expos and conventions, I've never gone to any of them. I love retro games, but it's not like, oh, I feel awkward in a crowd, or it's nothing like that. It's just not like something that I was like really like, oh man, I got to go out there. Like I've had the, like, you know, kind of like, that would be cool, but just never really jumped at it. I go to arcade, the arcade expo. That's the one thing I look forward to every year is the arcade expo at the Pinball Museum in Banning, California. I go to that every year, but that's a little different. You're not going around buying stuff. Like I don't know. Like when I see like the retro gaming expos, it seems like in California we have Frankensons. Frankenson's not all video games. They used to have a lot of people who sold retro games there, not so much anymore. But it's like a big indoor, like it's a swap meet essentially, but it's like a collectible show. It's resellers, that kind of thing. And you know, I haven't really had the desire when I see these retro expos. I'm just like, it's just to go in there to go buy games. Special Formula 14. I get what you're saying with the pickup videos. The retro store we have literally has collections of every system in store for sale. It's insane. You could see it all in one place. Yeah, there you go. It's cool to look at for sure. There's only like one place near me that has like tons of retro games, but they're expensive as fuck. They look at eBay pricing. They don't even look at eBay sold pricing. They just look at they just look at like whatever's listed on eBay. And I'm like, you guys are nuts. Godzilla Gorilla, could you tell me why I shouldn't sell my collection? I couldn't. That's up to you, man. I'll never like try to convince somebody to sell a collection or to change the way they game. That's up to you, man. Motorcycle Franks is mostly Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Funko Pop. Yeah, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon. I used to go there for Hot Wheels. I used to collect Hot Wheels quite a bit. I stopped that like some years ago, but I used to go there for Hot Wheels. Shane Lynch, so much Nintendo, but very little Sega. I think that's at a lot of places. Like even I went out to Lost Levels out in Fullerton the other week. They didn't have like jack for Sega. They had a lot of Nintendo stuff, like nothing for Sega. They had a small handful of Genesis games, a very small handful of Sega CD games, and then a little bit of Dreamcast. That was like it. They had nothing. They didn't even have no Master System or anything like that. GC Loader max SD card size. Gary, 1 terabyte. It's on the website right here. FAT32 format, 1 terabyte or lower. Like, yeah, a lot of places that I've been to that sell video games, even the one that I'm talking about, I think it's in Bloomington, California. I can't remember the name of it, but they have like everything. Motorcycle, I thought last weekend was the first day that they opened up Frank's in the new location. It was like an old Sam's Club or something like that. Not 100%, but I thought when I looked at their website that it started last week. Maybe I'm wrong. And they started on Sunday too, so that's cool. We have moved to a new location. Yeah, they just moved. I think it was last week. And it's cool they started Sunday too now. But yeah, it's at this location. It used to be a Sam's Club. More parking. That's the biggest thing. If you're in California, ever go to Frankincense, holy crap, when they were in that warehouse, oh my God, that freaking parking sucked ass. But yeah, Frankincense is pretty cool. They have the SoCal Gaming Expo advertised here. I think they did that at Frankincense one year, but this time it's at Pasadena. Frankincense is cool, but it's just not the same as it used to be. It used to be you'd go there and they'd have like bootleg anime, bootleg movies. Like they had tons of bootleg stuff. Holy crap, like out the ass they had bootleg stuff, and I think they like a lot of people got in trouble there, and a lot of the shops got shut down. Now it's just like, I mean, I don't know about the new location because I haven't been out there yet, but like it would be half like Magic the Gathering. I used to go there for Magic the Gathering too when I played. I don't play physical Magic anymore because can't afford to, and like I kind of got out of it, but I used to go there all the time for Magic cards to buy and sell. Mark, Retro World Expo in Connecticut's fun. Take my 8-year-old son. We have a blast. That's cool. I love going to the Arcade Expo, but I'm thinking this year I will be at the SoCal Gaming Expo. Like I said, I was invited, but it hasn't been solidified yet. And it's all the way out in Pasadena. It's kind of a haul for my ass. But powered by Retrobit. Someone traded in 50 sealed games for the N-Gage. That's crazy. There was this one, man, I can't remember the name of it. If G Dilla was still in here, he would know. But there's this other retro game store in Ontario, California. I think it's Ontario. One time I was in there and I was buying some Sega Saturn stuff, and this like crackhead went in there with like a stack of Nintendo 64 games, and he had like he had like all the Mario Party games, and and he like took him to the guy, The guy was like, how much do you want for these? And he was like, well, how much would you give me? And it was like I said, he had the 3 Mario Party games, and like some other, like Mario Kart, like he had like good games, right? And he took them in. They were all looked clean too. They weren't counterfeit. Like I could tell they were good games. Like they were used. And he was like, well, how much will you give me? And the guy was like, well, is $10 good? And the guy was like, yeah. He's like, $10 is good. I'll take $10. I was like, holy shit, he just got ripped the fuck off, man. If I would have caught that guy in the parking lot, I would have paid him quite a bit more than that. But I asked the guy, I was like, well, after the dude left and sold the games, I was like, how much do you want for those Mario Party games? And he was like, well, I'm not selling them right now. I got to clean them first. I got to clean them and test them. I was like, oh, I'm not worried about that. How much do you want for them? I'll buy them right now. The price is good. And he was like, well, I gotta do all this first, and then I'll put them up for sale. And I'm like, well, how much, man? And he was like $20 each. And I was like, all right, dude, I got 60 in my wallet. Like, you know, do you need tax and all that? I'll give you 60 for all 3 of them. And he was like, no, man, I got to clean them first. I got to clean them and test them. I can't sell them right now. I was like, you son of a bitch. I know you're going to sell them for more. Like, you're going to go look and see what they sell for and then freaking post them on Instagram or something. It's like, this fool just got like a few $100s worth of games for $10. God. Bullshit. That was messed up, but that crackhead needed his fucking fix, man. So he took that $10. Like, you could tell the dude, like, I don't know where he got those games from, but he was a freaking crackhead. He was taking whatever he could get for those damn games. I was like, I hate that, man. Like, there's been like years ago, like at GameStop, like similar things. Like, I would be in line, kind of eyeballing, like, oh shit, what's this dude selling? And he would get offered like crap. And I'm like, damn, man, I would pay more for that. And sometimes, you know, the cashiers would be like, hey, if you want to buy them from him, you guys can do that outside, but in the store you can't. He's like, and they would, like, I had one guy that they would tell the, like, you know, the customer, like, hey, if you want to sell them to him and get a little bit more money, like, you can do that, but you got to go outside. Other ones, man, they would be pissed. Hades, have I pre-ordered the Turbo Mini? Yes, I have. Yeah, but I like at any of these game stores, I don't like offering people money when they're selling shit. Pixel Vault, that's it. G Dilla. Live claim sales on Instagram. See, that's what it was, dude. Game Swappers closed. Is it Pixel Vault? That's the one that's in Ontario, G Dilla. Yeah, that dude, man, swindled that guy. But I won't do that, man. I think it's kind of rude. Try to jump in on somebody's sale, even though they're getting ripped off. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to get like, you know, because sometimes you get good deals. Like, I got good deals from this dude, like on Sega Saturn stuff. And he would work with you too, but that Mario Party deal was pretty shady. Pretty shady shit. G Dilla, are you going to go out to the SoCal Gaming Expo in Pasadena, March 27th, 28th, and 29th? The week before that is the Arcade Expo. G Dilla, if you're going, man, I'll ride with you. Most exciting tech this year for you? PlayStation 5, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. The most exciting technology for me last year was the Oculus Quest. I love that damn thing. Armando, that's Pixel Vault then. think that's the guy I'm talking about. Oh, the Analog Pocket. See, I forgot about the Analog Pocket, Mark. You're right. That's pretty exciting too. And I keep busting their balls on Twitter. Remember Amiibos? Yeah, I remember Amiibos. I think Amiibos is how me and G Dilla became friends. I think because I posted like Animal Crossing Amiibo cards on like OfferUp or Craigslist or something, and his son hit me up, and ever since then that was history there. But G Dilla, yeah, we got to talk more about the gaming expo. I don't know if you're down for the arcade expo. That shit's expensive, man. I know last year when they did the frickin' the little swap meet thing or the whatever they did, like it was kind of lackluster. I still have that G Dilla, if you remember. I think my biggest come up, my pickup from the arcade expo when they did the little swap meet thing was this Star Fox Nintendo watch that I got for $5. That's pretty badass. Nosh Abroad, I feel you, man. Amiibos were cool for a minute, but it just like got out of hand to me. But yeah, my Star Fox Nintendo watch, $5. Pretty damn good condition too. That's my pickup video from a year ago. I have a couple Amiibos. I have the Diablo Amiibo and the Link's Awakening Amiibo. And I think that's it. Yeah, G Dilla. I think you might be G Dilla, you might be behind on the video, the live feed. You gotta click live, man. I think you're a little behind. Special edition Analog Pocket. They'll do that. They did it with the Super NT and the Mega SG. The adapters for the analog the Sega Master System. I thought they said February. I know we keep talking about that every stream that I do, but I'm pretty sure they said February of this year. We'll have to see. Oh, and I have like the bootleg Zelda Amiibo cards. I did a video on that the other year. That's about it. That's all I got. I hope they have the dock available for the Analog Pocket like right away. Not where it's like, we don't know when the hell it's going to come out. Which has me a little worried if they've announced the price for the Analog Pocket. But not for the dock. I wish they would bring it out with it, but we'll have to wait and see what they say. Hades, talking about your channel, how was growth overall in 2019? It was pretty damn good. I mean, could always want more. Everybody wants more and more and more. Didn't hit 100,000 subscribers, obviously, but I would imagine that will happen sometime this year. I hope. It's going to be a separate release, yeah, Tony, but I wish they would release them together. Consoleized Neo Geo arcade boards would drop. Special Formula 14. I hear you on that. You could do your own. I know Smoke Monster did some videos on that, like setting up your own for a reasonable price. Favorite console this generation? Yeah, I like the Switch. It's kind of like mid-generation, but the PS4. And then I love the 360. Really love the 360. .3DO art. I have no desire in a 3DO. I don't own one. I had no Mega, but I wound up selling it. I'm happy with just having the AES. The Omega, it was like fine, but like I noticed the visuals were like, no matter how I hooked it up, like they were too dark. They were like way too dark compared to other options that I had. I had the C-Box and the AES. They were fairly close, but the Omega just, I was getting some distortions and like the colors were just really freaking dark and there was nothing I could do about it that I could figure out. I was hitting up the dude from Omega and he just like would take like a month to respond. I just gave up. I was like, I'm just going to sell this, try to get my money back. Nosh Abroad, yeah, I feel you on that. 3DO had a handful of interesting games, but never considered a must-have system. That's the same for me. The 360 was such a solid console. It was, man. G Dilla, he got me back into collecting freaking thousands. I'm sure he meant to say thousands because this man, he's collected a lot of cool stuff, man. But G Dilla's also come up on some like amazing deals they used to show me. I'd be like, holy crap. But gentlemen, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it. It's almost midnight here. Do appreciate you guys hanging out with this GC Loader video. But need to get my 3DO repaired. Omni Slash, I mean, there's people out there you can hit up. Dragon Horde Gaming, I don't know if he works on that stuff. G Dilla blaming me for the addiction there, man. Dang. But guys, really do appreciate y'all hanging out with me on this GC Loader video slash, we always kind of end it with just bullshitting and chatting it up, but you guys know how it goes. Hanging out, chatting, getting a little bit accomplished, checking out the GC Loader. Thank you guys for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. Hit that notification bell. I've talked about that earlier. Helps out the channel quite a bit. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Do all that, I don't repeat that stuff all the time, but you guys know what's up. Share my videos if it's something you find interesting. Share the channel. Help a brother out. We trying to get to 100,000 subscribers sometime this year. I'm sure it'll happen, but a little push would be greatly appreciated. So thanks, guys, man. We'll be doing more. We're trying to stream a lot more often. But thank you. Catch y'all next time. Peace out. Bye-bye, and boom. Thumb butt.